Silence is never empty. It's a canvas where unspoken words paint the most vivid pictures of neglect, indifference, and eventually, absence. For a long time, I mistook your silence for a challenge, a test of my resolve. I poured my heart into the void, believing that if I just spoke louder, loved harder, or waited longer, you would eventually hear me. I was wrong. Your silence wasn't a test. It was a statement, a declaration that my presence, my efforts, my very being held no weight in your world. It was a slow, agonizing realization, like watching a vibrant flame flicker and die, not from lack of fuel, but from a deliberate, chilling draft. The hardest part wasn't the pain of being ignored, but the dawning understanding that I was actively participating in my own diminishment. I was shrinking myself to fit into a space that wasn't meant for me, a space you had already vacated emotionally. So I stopped. I stopped chasing the echoes of a connection that had long since faded. I stopped trying to ignite a spark in a heart that had grown cold. I stopped waiting for a recognition that would never come. And in that cessation, in that quiet surrender, I found a different kind of strength. The strength to reclaim my own narrative, to step out of the shadow of your indifference, and to walk away. Walking away wasn't my loss. It was her mistake.
Silence carries weight, intention, cruelty. I thought she was busy. Staring at phone midnight, glow fading without reply. Stopped double texting, explaining. Waiting became habit. Days turned to months. Engaged, talks like canceled appointments. She shared ambitions, plans, no input from me. Public, smiled, arm-linked, laughed jokes. Others said perfect, nodded, uninvited. Behind doors, optional. Read messages, replied hours later, one word or not. Asked what's wrong. You're overthinking. Her shield against accountability. Patterns emerged. Called for favors, rides, support. Needed reassurance? Distant, impatient. Truth, ignored deliberately because she could. Her gathering, dominated, confident, admired, unreachable. Engagement casual. Background in relationship. Stopped reacting. Next day, no first text, questions, explanations. Mirrored distance. Didn't notice first. Silence changes everything. Week's end, asked if wrong. Not missing me, control slipping. Smiled, fine. Truthfully. Shifted to awareness. Stopped begging attention, power returns. She felt it.
People think walking away is loud. Powerful exits are silent. When I stopped chasing, her world tilted subtly. Days passed without my messages. No check-ins. I no longer orbited her. She noticed the emptiness and watched me. One evening, she tried recreating the past. Laughed louder. Stood closer. Touched my arm. I resisted with indifference. I responded politely. Briefly. Didn't linger. Didn't lean in. Treated her indifferently. Her confidence cracked. One night, she confronted me with uncertainty. Asked why I wasn't trying. I saw her outside my world. I told her I'd stopped chasing things that didn't choose me back. Her silence shook. They missed the power over you.
She didn't reach out immediately. Pride delayed her. Fear restrained her. But regret doesn't stay silent forever. Weeks passed after that final conversation. Weeks where I rebuilt my life brick by brick, routine by routine. I woke up earlier, worked longer, spoke less about emotions and more through actions. I didn't post for attention. I didn't disappear dramatically. I simply existed without her. And that absence echoed louder than anything I'd ever said. That's when she started seeing me everywhere, without actually seeing me. Mutual friends mentioned my name casually. Someone said I looked different. Someone else said I seemed lighter, more grounded. Another said I was finally free. That word stayed with her. Free. She began replaying memories she once dismissed, the messages she ignored, the moments she delayed, the confidence with which she assumed I would always be there. And for the first time, doubt crept in. What if she had misjudged me? One evening, she finally showed up where she knew I would be. Not accidentally, not coincidentally, intentionally. I noticed her immediately, but I didn't react. She stood there, watching me from across the room, dressed carefully, posture composed, confidence rehearsed. But beneath the surface, something was off. Her eyes searched for reassurance I no longer offered freely. When our gazes finally met, I didn't look away, nor did I move toward her. That unsettled her more than rejection ever could. She approached slowly, cautious now, like someone stepping onto unfamiliar ground. The conversation began politely, too politely. She asked about my work, my routine, my life. She didn't ask if there was still us, because she already sensed the answer. She tried to speak about the past lightly, as if it were something distant, something harmless. She smiled the way she used to when she wanted forgiveness without admitting guilt. But I didn't mirror it. I listened, calm, grounded, unmoved. Then she said something unexpected. She said she missed how I used to look at her. And for the first time, I responded honestly. I told her that look came from hope, and hope only survives where effort exists on both sides. Her composure broke, not dramatically, not loudly, but enough. She realized then that I wasn't punishing her. I had simply moved on, and that realization hurt more than any argument ever could. She asked if there was still time. I didn't answer immediately. I looked at her, not with resentment, not with longing, but with clarity. I told her some distances aren't created by walking away. They're created by staying too long where you're not valued. When I left that place, I felt no triumph, only peace. Behind me, she remained standing, finally understanding that the world she thought she controlled had continued without her. And this time, I wasn't looking back.
Time didn't heal her. It exposed her. At first, she told herself she was fine, that what happened was simply a misunderstanding of timing, that people drift apart and reconnect all the time. She convinced herself that my calm departure was temporary, that eventually curiosity or nostalgia would pull me back. But days turned into weeks, and I never did. What unsettled her wasn't my silence. It was my progress. She saw it in places she didn't expect. My name attached to new projects. My presence in rooms she once dominated alone. People listening when I spoke, really listening. My laughter sounding lighter, unburdened. My posture straighter. My eyes no longer searching for validation. I had stopped orbiting her world, and without realizing it, she had built her identity around being someone's center. The realization came slowly, cruelly. She tried subtle approaches first, liking old posts, asking mutual friends harmless questions, casually appearing where I might be. Each attempt met the same response. Nothing. Not avoidance. Not rejection. Indifference. That was when panic replaced pride. She replayed every moment she had ignored me, every unanswered message, every time she assumed I'd wait. She saw now how patient love had quietly turned into self-respect. One night, she finally did what she had sworn she never would. She came to me directly, not in public, not with an audience, just her, standing at the edge of my rebuilt life. She looked different, still beautiful, but uncertain. The confidence she once wore effortlessly now sat awkwardly on her shoulders. Her voice trembled when she spoke. She asked if we could talk. I listened. She admitted things she once dismissed, that she took my presence for granted, that she mistook consistency for weakness, that she believed love meant control, not care. She said she hadn't realized what she had until she lost it. And for a moment, just a moment, I felt the echo of who I used to be. But echoes aren't the same as reality. I told her something gently, without cruelty. I told her that love isn't proven when someone waits forever. It's proven when someone knows when to walk away. She asked if there was still a chance. I didn't answer immediately. I looked at her the way someone looks at a chapter they've already finished reading. Not with anger, not with longing, with understanding. I told her that the version of me who would have stayed no longer existed. Her eyes filled, not with tears, but with comprehension. She finally understood that this wasn't a game she lost. It was a life she failed to choose. When she left, she didn't look back. Neither did I. Because some victories aren't loud. They don't come with applause or revenge. They come with peace. And that night, for the first time in years, I slept without wondering if I was enough.